now, the number 9. I have in a spray bottle. Can use some pressurized bottle as well, but it's so little rust on this one, it's easy enough just to use this one. I can show you fast to begin with. Then I'm gonna put the camera on a distance to just spray it there on the rust like so. And it soaks in, it dries up a little bit, and then just gonna marinate for a little while. And then I just do this on all the places that contains rust. And I have to go over a few rounds just to make sure I haven't missed any spots. To go many rounds, round and around, because then you can get different angles to see them better. Because it might be you missed a spot, just going normally, like straight forward, straight on the sides. If you're like looking around, almost like dancing and stuff, then you can see more spots. So when you make sure you can never do this at 100%, that's impossible. But at least you can get most of the spots, maybe some 90-95%, and that's good enough. Or else I have to take apart the whole car basically, and I don't want to do that. And that's also way too much work, and for a normal customer also it would cost too much. So, but this is still, it's working good, really good. And now this red stuff is just gonna marinate for a while. Now this primer is a primer that's not drying up, so it's supposed to be some kind of wet, but it kind of soaks into the rust, so it looks like it's drying up because it just enters the rust, and you can spray more layers, sometimes 2-3 layers, and eventually it's soaked in the rust so much that it's full kind of, and if you spray 1 layer extra over there again, then it's going to be wet. So, but now it's time for the rest of the thin stuff. I can show a little bit here before I move the camera again. That's going to be inside of these holes, just to show a little bit closer at least before I put it further away. So. Also gonna have to adjust it a little bit down, because it's good to have more inside of the cavities, like the holes. But then again, I usually use a little bit outside, just some thin layer, so it can creep through the cracks in the body also. Everything that's steel gets covered with this thin stuff as well. You still have the red stuff there on the rust, but it's good to have a little bit extra with the thin stuff, so it can creep a little bit. And then the subframe on especially Audis are usually bad. They're usually rusting fast, maybe not fast but a lot. So we're gonna spray inside, of course, of the subframes and the suspension, wherever there's cavities and holes and places where we can spray. And this one, it's one small hole here. Move on to the front and then take around the car and lift it up and continue under. much thin stuff on the body or the inside of the wheelhouses. The thick stuff won't stick, it's just gonna fall off. So it's important to have the right amount of product. Not too much, not too little, just perfect. Smart to have some kind of pattern that you follow. Here you can't just go around forth and back. You have to choose like one side or something and get done with that part. If you spray the subframe, you spray the whole subframe, and don't spray half the subframe, move to the rear and then to the front and again. And if you spray the rockers or the cavities on the side and the floor or something, it's better just to go that direction, get done with it, take the other route back, and instead of taking one hole there and then suddenly one hole on the other side. And yeah, so that's the thin stuff. I think I'm gonna go one more round with the red stuff because it's soaking in to the rust. I'll try to show you also. As you can see, especially here, that it's more white now. It's not that wet anymore because the red stuff, it soaks in to the rust. Here you can see it's still a little bit wet, like some droplets. But like same here also, there's soaking in, so to spray one more layer, especially on a few places, not everywhere, because as I mentioned here too, it's still wet. So, but this is okay to spray thick stuff over it. So next now will be a little bit red stuff, then we're ready for the thick stuff. It's time for the thick stuff. That's what shows on the body. If you change the wheels and stuff, you see it because it's the outer layer, the last layer. So now the suit is on, has the thick stuff gone here. I'm gonna try to show you. Just spray it like between there, super. Then you cover it like nice and heavy. I'm gonna put the camera away to get some distance on it, so. But I'll have to use both hands. But it's basically just try to avoid spraying like outside of the car, so don't like you just do like this. That's bad. Of course you can wash it off again, but you would rather not want to do that. And then of course try to get all the places in between there. Of course I'm gonna spray it extra, so it's gonna be better. Like to get all the angles that you spray. Can't spray the camera now, but it's gonna be like this angle there also to get the edge of the fender. Show you like on the floor, then it's the best way of spraying is just to get these angles. Go one angle first and then you turn the gun and take it the other way, and then you go to the opposite side and do the exact same. Now it's a little bit hard with one hand because I can't hold the post, but then you get all the angles, so it's easier instead of spraying like straight and then you have to go check from this side, that side, all the way. So it's just more effective. Same goes for spraying the canal, keep it to the side. The canal, I said, actually had this rocker to the side, and I had to take down the plastic bag a little bit, some protection so this side doesn't get that dirty. And please try to spray. As I mentioned, it's a little bit hard with one hand now, but try to spray, get it nice. Same with the fuel tank, this fuel tank strap. Just try to spray nicely without hitting too much other stuff. Try to avoid the exhaust as much as possible. You don't want to let it burn in there, it's going to be a lot of smoke. And yeah, same goes with everything. Some aluminum parts actually I usually spray because it's so hard to avoid them that it's nicer just to spray them. They don't rust, but they corrode. But overall, in general, it looks nicer. It goes with everything, as I mentioned, both the washing and acid, the red stuff, basically thin stuff as well, thick stuff like I'm spraying now. You can't get it 100%, you can never get it 100%. It's going to be up to about maybe 90–95%, but it's good enough. As I mentioned as well, that if you want it even better, you have to take off parts, like you have to dismantle basically the whole car, and yeah, I'm not gonna do that now. Now it's too late anyway, but it still helps the car to live longer. Okay, spraying is done. I'll show you like fast what it looks like, and it's basically everything is covered. If you spray too much, it's just to clean it off. I see some spots here I actually have missed. I'm gonna take one extra look and spray over. But yeah, just getting it in between everywhere, getting it coated, thick stuff. This is what's gonna show. Okay, then we're gonna put the plugs back. I'll show you with a few of them at least. And we have these. Okay, so if we start with this one, I go here, put it back like that. We have a small one here, like it goes all the way around there, across there. I mean, so I'm just gonna put some gloves on and continue. Also, one thing is that it gets really dirty. I don't know if you can see it properly there, but it's all this thick stuff is still sticky. So what I usually do is take some paper first, just to get it away, and have this bucket with sand, and just take arm, fingers inside, and then you just do like this, and it's dry again. Then you can touch more stuff without it getting too dirty. If there's any spots I've been missing with the spray gun, you can use this one just to spray it over. There's a few spots. See, like, well, there's the spot. Okay, it's spray. Same. I'm gonna put the plates back, plugs back, and if you actually scratch, I won't say scratch either, but if you touch the thick stuff and then it goes away exactly where we're gonna put the plate, then you can also spray over either with this one or a spray gun, because or else it will lose the protection, because then there's no thick stuff there. one side is done, plates are on. Gonna put these back also. Of course, some is broken. I think it was like this one is broken. To fix that one. And I put this side, front plate, and then it's just wheelhouses left, with inner fenders. You can see how broken this is. This is with most of the parts on this car actually underneath. It's been, yeah, I don't know what they had done to it, but same goes with the rear plates. It's missing on top there as well. As you can see here now, I've been putting these plates back. It's a little bit some different screws and stuff because this is so broken. Actually, I had to buy a new one because this is all in the open now. But as you can see here also now, I'm just spraying over a few places where it's been touching. It's been putting these back there, and then it's yeah, in contact with the thick stuff, and then you just spray it so it's more fresher. And you can use the spray gun, or it's also good enough with the spray can. So same goes for everything in the rear. Just check over also if I forgot a few spots, and should be good to lower it, and then continue with the inner fenders. And then we just take the tape off, do that all around the car, and you have to put the plugs back. So I'm gonna show you again, starting from the distance. Just put them back in like so, and see if we can find them all. Should be one up there, and then last one goes there. Should be. No, I was wrong. It was up there. Then we are missing two plugs there. That's maybe these two, different type of plugs. As you can see now again, I have touched like the side of it, so I'm gonna spray like a little bit there. Of course, now the inner fenders are gonna go back in anyway, so and then we're gonna do the same with the front. Gonna be 3 plugs. It's a little bit wrong angle. Sometimes they can be a bit tricky to get back in. There, it popped. And this one as well. Should have changed to my left hand, but there it popped. For me, for the spiders, always take the spider test. See if there's any inside or outside. So it's good to go. And you can put it back in. The same spider test. This one. This type, just hammer them in. This is already fixed, you can just push it in. Other ones have to be broken off, and then they can step back together. There, last one, it's been broken off and pushed into. Then side, then it's ready for wheels and it's done. Now it's done. It's completely put back together, and it's going to be the same, of course, both sides. And this is what it looks like. You can see everything behind here, of course, is sprayed, but it doesn't show. So it's like everything under is put back together. Okay, so now the car is on the ground, it's ready, except for one thing. Spray under the hands and arms and the shooting point where they're going to rust as well, because of course it was in the way. Spray over there, same all around the car. It's washy kind of. Wash off the wax coating. I felt I got wet here, so but yeah, works anyway. And if I wouldn't have put the wax on, I would have used a lot longer time to wash the car now. I'm still gonna check it over. If I see some spots, these stuff that might come around here, so the spray here is coming down, not there, like so. Looks good to me. In a few places I have to go over wet wipe and some chemical. As you can see, there's very little that came on here. This is just some red primer, a little bit thick stuff that went to the outside, but that's like we did to clean it, so it's gonna look nice. So it doesn't look like it's just sprayed on and sprayed out. That's bad. It's like quality. Quality is really important. So. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know if there's anything I can do differently, better, worse. Yeah, this is gonna be a one-off video, as I mentioned, because I'm at my workplace. This is my own car. The rest of the cars I have already treated before. So, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.